Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Kal halal wahawadla, Yahweh bahasham, Yahweh Shai bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well, who do teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Abba Ratazah, which means Father willing. So Father willing, this lesson is edifying. So I just want to touch on these earthquakes that are happening, all throughout the world, which these are the things that Yahweh Shai spake of concerning us being in the last days, right? Just before his second arrival, right? As his disciples inquired of him what would happen, right? Before he'd come back, okay? And these are the things taking place right now, as we are in the latter times, man. And this is one of many signs, earthquakes in diverse places, okay? So I've got a few articles. This one's from MSN.com, all right? And it's got the Daily Mail there, and it says California rocked by 7. Now that's the spirit, 7 meaning completion. All right, and we know America's going to be completely destroyed, man. Okay, by thermonuclear destruction. All right, so California rocked by 7 earthquakes in less than 24 hours. Okay, California has experienced 7 earthquakes in less than 24 hours, with the latest striking Friday morning. Okay, the U.S. Geological Survey detected 5 quakes along the San Andreas Fault that experts say is overdue for a magnitude 8.0 or higher, and that's devastating, okay. Known as the Big One. The initial event, a magnitude 2.7, hit Thursday off the coast of Northern California. And California's a wicked place, man. Alright. Followed by another magnitude 2.5 less than 1 hour later in the same region. A 2.9 quake was detected near the cluster Friday, another 2.7 magnitude northwest of San Diego, and the latest clocked in as a magnitude 2.6. The other 2 earthquakes struck near Death Valley along the Foothills Fault System, with a magnitude 3 detected on Friday. The other was a smaller 2.6 quake that hit Thursday. You see? And it doesn't matter, how big an earthquake is. Alright? Either way, man, it can cause tremendous damages. You see? Alright? You've also got Donald Trump with these tariffs and things like that. Tariff war fights, okay. Fruits and veg prices increasing. Alright? These tariffs, Canada and Mexico and stuff, man. Okay. The United States is also getting more and more divided as the days move on. Okay. If Satan's house be divided, that house cannot stand. Okay. And Trump ain't backing down. Alright. That's that article. Okay. Here's another one from BBC News. This was put up on the 3rd of March this year, 2025. Right, that other article was just 4 days ago. Earthquake hits Hollywood. Oh, and a lot of wickedness and witchcraft goes on there, man. Alright, Hollywood. The stars gathers for the Oscar after party. Yeah, and that's a major distraction. Okay. You had the Brit Awards, the MOBO Awards. Right? You had the Oscars. Okay. So yeah. Meanwhile, that's going on, man. Okay. Prophecies are popping off. Okay. A magnitude 3.9 earthquake has hit Hollywood as some of the globe's top stars began celebrating after the Oscars. Okay. That goes back to an idol as well. The earthquake's epicenter was measured in North Hollywood, just miles from where the award ceremony was hosted at the Dolby Theatre. There were no immediate reports of damage or injuries. The quake struck shortly after 10 o'clock at night, local time, as celebrities were gathering at the popular Vanity Fair after party. Okay. Scripture talks about, as in the days of Noah and the, giving into marriage, drinking and all that. Okay. Nothing new under the sun. Those in the area reported a sudden jolt of energy, with some screaming and seeing high-rise buildings wobbling like jelly. The U.S. Geological Survey, which tracks such events, said the earthquake was felt miles across Los Angeles. Alright? There was no tsunami alert issued as a result of the relatively minor earthquake. Alright? And we have to report on these things as watchmen because it's part of biblical prophecy. Alright? And there is an earthquake app that keeps up to date with all this. Alright? But I just, Google it. And these things are happening all the time, man. Okay? And these earthquakes are picking up too. Alright? Some obviously bigger than others. Alright? California is notorious for it as well. All right. See, these pastors in these Christian churches ain't bringing out scriptures, regarding this. That's even if they know it. All right. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Chapter 24 and verse 3. And it reads, And as he, Yahushua, sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of your coming, and of the end of the world, meaning the end of this devil's rulership. Okay. Right, end of an age, eon, right, in the Greek. Okay, because E is ruling right now. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9 and 24. Okay. We know Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay. So the nation of Israel is going to rule next. Right, after the Lord takes this devil out of power. Okay. Verse 4, And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. You see? So don't let anybody, deceive you out here, because we are in the last days. Right? Most certainly. Alright? For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. Yeah, you're going to have many false prophets in these last days. Right? Even they that have the circumcision. Right? Okay? Even within this Israelite ministry. Okay? Verse 6, And you shall hear of wars and rumours of wars, most certainly. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, that's right, and pestilences, that's right, and earthquakes, okay, in diverse places, right, in different parts of the world, man. Verse 8, All these are the beginning of sorrows, you see. See how we're seeing prophecies playing out, man. Okay. You've also got the rare minerals deal between the United States and Ukraine, as they, want these rare minerals for those sea hips, to put together for those, micro sea hips, all right? Which that's the mark of the beast, spoken of within Revelation 13, verse 16 on down, all right? The charagma, all right? And that's all for a reason, all right? Things are playing out, you see? Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, and verse 6, and it reads, You shall be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. That's right, we always bring this out, man. Okay. And the Lord is visiting the earth which he made. Okay. You see? Wildfires, tsunamis, tornadoes. Okay. Remember, the Lord is a man of war, the Lord is his name. Alright. Here's another article from The Independent. This was put up on the 4th of March, Tuesday, this year. Airport forced to close over major flooding on Canary Islands after torrential rain. And also another FedEx plane caught fire too, as well. You see? And there's a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt, man. America's spiritually Egypt. Gran Canaria's main airport has been forced to shut after torrential rainfall battered popular British hotspots Gran Canaria and Tenerife for days, turning streets in the Canary Islands to rivers. Rising floodwaters, as you can see above, saw cars swept downstream as reservoirs burst their banks and covered entire neighbourhoods in sludge and debris. You see that? So yeah, the Lord is certainly pouring out judgment. Okay. Which reminds me of the book of 2nd Esdras. Chapter 9 and verse 1. And it reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. How do we measure the time, diligently in itself? By matching up the things taking place in the earth today with the prophecies of the scriptures, right? So by us measuring the time, we can see on the prophetic timeline somewhat where we are as far as the Lord's coming back, which is incredibly close, all right? Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told you before, then shalt you understand that it is the very same time wherein the Highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, you see? And we know people are losing it, man. Alright? Relationships are fake. Friendships are not genuine. People are complaining and protesting. Grocery prices increasing. Alright, you got the bird thing, FLU, as well. Okay. And the effect that has. Okay. Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Alright, we understand, we see these things happening. Alright, chaos is about to ensue. Alright. Verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And, the script, and also in Ecclesiastes it says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning of it thereof, roughly paraphrasing. Okay. Yeah, better the end of this devil's rulership with all this GMO foods and the condition of the ocean being in such a terrible state. The environment is polluted. Everything's just out of course, out of whack. Okay. Ecclesiastes 7 and 8, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, that's it. And the patient in the spirit than the proud in spirit. That's right, man. The word patient means to suffer. Okay. It's better to go to the house of mourning. Alright, Ecclesiastes 7 and 2, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. That's right. Better to be in a mourning spirit, man, and not in the spirit of mirth. Right now ain't the time to be in the spirit of mirth with all these things going on. You see? Okay? Things that are getting choppy. Right? You have to keep watching and praying and remaining spiritual. You see? Look at this. Al Jazeera 14 hours ago. Serbia opposition members throw smoke bombs, flares inside parliament. 4th of March. Serbian opposition lawmakers have thrown smoke grenades and tear gas inside parliament to protest against the government and support demonstrating students, with one legislator suffering a stroke during the chaos. Oops. As the spring session of Parliament opened on Tuesday after the ruling coalition led by the Serbian Progressive Party approved the agenda, some opposition politicians ran out of their seats towards the parliamentary speaker and scuffled with security guards. Others tossed smoke grenades and tear gas, with live TV showing black and pink smoke inside the parliament, which has also witnessed brawls and throwing of water in the decade since the introduction of multi-party democracy in 1990. You see that? Alright, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, man. Okay. You're also going to have sedition of men. You see that? Yeah, so things are really, turning up, man, in the spirit. Okay? But in closing, I'm going to say, Kal Halal Yahal Bashim Al Shai, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Mawath Lababal, Shalom to the elect.